Hello, everybody. We're back. I have some announcements real quick. First off, we're in the end run of this little campaign here. Getting near the end. Stuff's gonna get heated and kicked into full throttle real soon. Wrong party. I was gonna make Fast and the Furious jokes, but it's the wrong party. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that, and then we'll be starting like figuring out what's next. We'll be doing the next campaign, obviously, and then we'll be doing Lex's campaign simultaneously, and that's gonna be a lot of fun. So just trying new stuff out to alleviate burnout that I've been feeling, and to keep this thing going without it, dwindling and dying, because I don't want that to happen. So, yeah. So, keep your peepers peeled for that. And yeah, in between campaigns, obviously, we'll probably do like a mini-series of like another little system that I've been thinking of playing with everybody. So yeah, stuff's happening. Stuff's gonna happen. Yeah. Kate, what do you got?
We got, in another timeline, the official, unofficial Faust and the Furious. Nope.
Oh.
You got me thinking about it. Nope, not Faust and the Furious. The Fonkey Casuals. Why did we have double F names between campaigns? Why did we do this to ourselves? You can get your very own official, unofficial Fonkey Casuals t-shirts on my Redbubble shop.
There you go.
Check it out before the campaign's over and we have to think of a new party name.
The Funky Friends. Aesthetic.
It'll probably be the philanthropic something with another F in it. We're gonna give ourselves that.
Might as well.
Femininominons is the next party name.
Might as
Lex
well.
is the only one who gets that right. Lex and Brittany. Yeah, so go check it out.
Yeah, do it. Links
There's
will
a
be
bunch
in
of other
the
designs on there.
Links will be in the description. So watch. Oh yeah, also we don't stream on Twitch anymore because I don't want to have to keep track of multiple shit while I'm trying to provide an experience. So, last we left off, you all hopped on the back of Sperm Whale Hopper to swim through the rest of the submerged lair after defeating the big one, the Aboleth. And you all swam along, and then Dote turned into a rowboat to help bring you the rest of the way. You encountered a shore, followed the tracks, and encountered a cave where a bunch of humanoids were hanging from cocoons. Torger opened one of the cocoons, and it was gross. They were dead, but the spiders inside the body were making it mimic life. Entered the cave, and long story short, it was a nightmare in that cave. But I had a lot of fun. Spiders were eating people and crawling out of people. It's the best way to describe that. Eventually, after a few hours wandering that nightmare of a cave, discovered the tracks you were following once again, and led to another cave where there was a drider or a drow on patrol who Torger silently decommissioned, and you all made your way upwards to a palace suspended by the webs. Avoiding the webs to climb up, you levitated off on Vonkar and a coat rack through Torger's telekinesis spell. Eventually arrived at the palace and overheard some driders talking about Grast and Yubalike being taken out somehow, and that they should fear possibly it happening to them. One of the driders comforted the other one, mentioning that the Webmind was about to reclaim her godhood, and that they were being helped by a archmage who was the Archmage of Dol Shadar, possibly, perhaps, maybe. Realizing that they probably couldn't handle 2 Driders by themselves, Grin and Torger began to backtrack, while a whistle distracted the 2 Driders, and you all were all able to get into the palace and follow a hooded figure who smelled of sandalwood, who Torger recognized as the familiar perfume for Glenn Puddleshoes, the barber of Duergar. Entered the palace, saw numerous drow with their throats slit from this barber. Possibly there was a musical playing in people's heads while that occurred. And you continued forward, and eventually navigating through the palace, avoiding patrols, avoiding Driders and drow alike, eventually stumbled into the ritual chamber where the Webmind was sacrificing the people of Duergar to this archway in the room known as the Ascension Arch to do some nastiness. You all fought the Webmind in a pretty cool battle, and Vonkar killed the Webmind and then used her body as a weapon momentarily, while Torger destroyed the Ascension Arch, which caused this sort of reverberation explosion that not only eliminated all of the worshippers of the Webmind through psychic connection, but also caused the ceiling to get destabilized and collapse, pinning you all under rubble. Now, Vonkar, Medeis, and Torger can see one another, just partially, like maybe your head sticking out or something from the rubble. Grin, nowhere to be seen. Doe, nowhere to be seen. Hopper, nowhere to be seen. But you are aware of roughly where the 2 of them went down, marked by the red squares on the map. So, 4 of you, Torger, Vonkar, Medeis, Grin, are able to see and breathe. Well, Grin you can't see, because you're pinned under all the rubble, because you're so tiny. But you can breathe. Only just. However, Hopper and Doe are nowhere in sight. You have a rough idea where they were when the ceiling gave away, again, marked by those red squares. And yeah, this is the race against time to rescue your 3 companions before they perish under the weight of the rubble. For those of you still able to see, so Vonkar, Torger, Medeis, you notice the Duergar who were strung up along the walls in webs, slowly freeing themselves from their web cocoons. Fortunately, these cocoons shielded them from being crushed and taken off the walls and pinned under rubble. So they're still up on the walls trying to free themselves. So for the purpose of this, because I accidentally deleted the encounter, everybody roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Because we are tracking death saves here.
Hey, no.
Oh, look, a strawberry.
Oh,
Oh, look, I did it.
That's a favorite meme.
It works so
Very
well right now.
cutesy, very demure.
Wait, one.
Why is everybody saying demure today? Anyways, Vonkar, what'd you get for initiative?
I'm still waiting for my character sheet to load. It's
Hell yeah.
Very mindful.
Everyone's been not very mindful, not demure.
Not very
I don't get
resourceful
it.
D&D BO.
No.
One TikTok blew up the internet again.
No, classic.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's from fucking Gilmore Girls too. Like, what the fuck?
Is it?
When
No, it's not.
they're ordering a club soda, he goes, very demure. We're talking about this at work. I'm sorry.
How's it going over there, Vonkar? Looking for... What are you doing? You good?
My computer wasn't plugged in. That may have also been influencing it.
Your computer's been off this whole time. You've just been talking to nobody.
You got the.
I've been hallucinating everything. But what does that say about all of you, then?
Hey, you can have shared hallucinations.
We really are the NPCs of Sam's world.
Vonk. Yeah, getting a bit of the Vonkar thing. Have you plugged it in, sir?
Yeah. Nope, this isn't
Have you
helping.
tried turning it off and then on again?
Have you tried using
Doesn't- can I get a
physical
roll,
dice?
please?
Yeah, yeah.
My physical dice are out in a different room right
14.
now, actually, otherwise I would. Cool. I think his dex is like +1,
Yep.
if that.
Alright. Hopper, make a death saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it just to you.
Oh,
never,
yeah.
never
Nah,
mind.
it's whatever.
I forgot. Yeah.
One
Mhm.
success. But yeah, for the people obscured by rubble, those death saves are going to be private rolls because nobody can see what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Ignore that one.
Torger, you are restrained and prone under some rubble. To no longer be restrained under rubble, you can make an athletics check to try to push the rubble off.
I will do that.
Or any other methods you can think of. You can see.
Oh, if I can see. Oh, well then. Wait a second.
And all of the light sources would have been snuffed from the ceiling collapse.
But am I protecting Glenn Puddle Shoes currently?
Oh, he's fine. You hear him down there going, "Oh yeah, I'm all good."
Okay. Yeah, see you later, Glenn.
Yep.
You owes me one free shave. Bye.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I bamf over. I can go 60 feet, so that's... I can teleport to here.
Alright, you're no longer prone or restrained, so you're... now, it's an action to dig through the rubble and see if you can find somebody. Now, pick a square within 5 feet of you that you'd like to try digging through.
I'll do the one I'm on.
The one you're on? Okay.
Yeah, of the 9, I'm gonna do the one
Sure.
I'm on.
So as your action, you begin to dig through the rubble. Hopper is not there.
Great, awesome.
Or, yeah, you guys know where Hopper was. You guys know where Doe was. Yeah, Hopper is not on that square.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess then that's it for me then.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Vonkar, prone and restrained, half obscured by rubble. You can see Torger digging through the rubble, but not finding anybody.
Okay. Restrained, so I can't move at all, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would it take an action to, like, free myself to be able to move?
Yeah, it'd be an athletics check.
Okay. Then what Vonkar is gonna do instead, to help with this, is, do I think that if Vonkar got to huge, if it would crush people, or if it would make searching easier?
Probably the risk of both.
Okay. Risk.
Or a little bit of both.
Alright. Because I was thinking if he could, like, you know, cup himself and, like, grow, then he could maybe, like, create a cave under himself, but...
If you could Ant-Man in it.
We'll say there'll be a roll of a bad luck dice to see if it happens, if you get big. And
who knows if someone's got a piece of rebar heading right toward their rig.
And if the bad luck goes bad, the person who's pinned under the rubble may take a failed death save from taking damage.
Yeah, I've seen that other episode of Grey's Anatomy. It doesn't need to happen in real D&D.
Okay.
But you do you.
Yeah. Okay, so then instead what I'm going to do is invoke a rune that I haven't done before.
Sure.
Which is the Storm Rune. Which is the one that allows him to enter into a prophetic state for 1 minute or until incapacitated.
While pinned under the rubble, just...
Yes.
Okay.
But what it does is that when I or another creature I can see within 60 feet make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check, I can use my reaction to give the roll advantage or disadvantage.
Okay, so Torger, you just see half a dwarf head, or a Duergar head just going into, like, a prophetic state.
Go full Undertaker eyes.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try and use my action to just, like, dig myself out. To crawl my way out.
Oh, yeah. Athletics check.
Alright.
This will remove the restrained condition.
That is a 32.
Yeah, you're no longer restrained.
Okay.
But you are still prone.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna move, like, 1, 2 to here. And stand up.
Okay. Grin, you
Get
feel
myself
like
out real
you feel somebody like walking on the rubble above you, almost. All right. Doe, death saving throw, and roll it to me privately.
I just imagined
I figured out how
Vonkar.
to do it.
I just imagine Vonkar squashing Grin like Omni-Man and that guy in the sub.
Oh,
Cool.
God.
Mark that off. Grin, you are pinned under the rubble. You can't see anything, but you can hear people walking around.
Oh, I can't see anything?
Yeah, because you're fully obscured under the rubble.
Okay. Cool. Hey! Anybody?
And you can attempt to break out with an athletics check as your action if you want.
Hey, anybody! So I'm gonna shout out so people know where I am.
Yep.
And also, I'm essentially asking other people to say where they are so we can get a beat on those who are still up and about.
Ollie's oxen free.
You're gonna try and get out.
Athletics check. This will remove the restrained condition.
Uh-oh.
5.
Natural 1.
You also rolled an acrobatics check, though.
Oh, I did?
It's supposed to be athletics, yeah.
Well, it's still a 1.
Alright. Yeah, so you're just like pushing up on the rocks, but this little pebble is just, it's a really heavy little pebble you're trying to get out of the way. Alright.
He thinks that he's just like, that shadow spike would have been yours for right now.
Yeah.
That sword that destroys rubble and shit. Anyway.
Alright.
I think that was sorry, I'm checking my bonus actions to see if anything before I submit. Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to.
I was gonna mark up what squares you guys were searching, but somebody already did that, so cool beans.
I did my own.
Yeah, I'm going to. Sorry.
No worries.
I'm going to use channel my. It's not channel divinity. It's harness divine power to get a spell slot back.
Sure. Alrighty.
Right, that's it for me.
Medeis, restrained, prone, half obscured, so your head is kind of like sticking out so you can see.
You are restrained.
I'm restrained.
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 You can see Vonkar
Right.
like just effortlessly just pull himself up out of the rubble, and then you can see Torger digging around in the rubble, having teleported out of where he was.
Right.
Y'all haven't been hit
guys.
so hard you gone restrained.
Restrained. All right. Medeis will. So there, he probably doesn't actually, or because he was at the ground level, so he was a lot lower than the others. Because he's like.
Okay,
10
so
feet
you
down,
wouldn't
right?
you wouldn't see any of them then.
Yeah, he'll just get the closest angle, flat surface that he could find,
Yep.
and he's going to Misty Step.
Okay.
Just kind of appears and stands, covered in bruises and debris, looking like not terrible, but
No longer restrained or prone.
Went to a Dave Matthews concert and stuff was getting passed around, and I got real restrained.
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 Macaroni,
Alright.
macaroni. Give me the restronioni.
Let's see. I don't think I have anything that's going to work.
Were you misty stepping there, or are you just misty stepping up out of the
Oh,
hole?
sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna Misty Step probably like on this like ledge here.
Sure.
Up at that angle. Trying to get closer to the others. You know what? I
So yeah,
think-
Vonkar Medeis just appears out of thin air beside you. Just.
Medeis is going to pull out a crowbar that they have. And it's going to start just kind of using the crowbar to get some of the bigger pieces.
All right. Pick
And
a
he's gonna
pick a square within 5 feet.
within 5 feet of myself.
Obviously within
Okay.
the red square,
Yeah.
unless you want to dig somewhere else.
I think it might be. Yeah, I jump away.
Ooh, what's digging here?
No,
Ooh, is there gold?
Vonkar looks secure there. So Medeis is just going to kind of take the rubble from this like kind of slight higher raised area and begin to just tumble it down. So going to start here.
Okay, as you begin to dig through the rubble, there is nobody there. And that's your action.
And that's like step into as I'm clearing it.
Sure.
Go. Action, bonus action, movement. Oh, that is it.
Okay. Hopper, private roll a death saving throw to me, please. And feel free to act it up however you want, you know. You want to fool your friends.
Speed run, speed run.
Okay. Not looking good for Hopper. Alright. Torger.
Moving here. I'm gonna shovel here, but I've got the glovels on.
Where you're standing? That's where you're digging?
Right, just straight down.
Alright, so as your action, you dig straight down.
I was trying to dig through.
Nobody there.
Okay.
We're gonna do this game of Minesweeper, guys. I swear. I think we're gonna do it. It'll be fine.
Oh no, you found the bomb.
What is this doing here? It's just
I
like
found the source of the ticking noise.
You
It's
found-
a pipe bomb.
You found a
black
vial.
sphere with a wick coming out of it.
You found a vial of acrid. Alright. Anything else, Torger? Bonus actions or anything?
I think I'm going to move into this square.
Okay, so jump down the ledge to where Doe was.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And because you're a monk, no falling damage from that 10 feet. Because why not? Vonkar.
I do full-on Prince of Persia slide.
Perfect.
Nice.
Vonkar?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Big ol'
we're
V.
going to. Now that I am not standing in the danger zone,
Ooh.
I'm gonna Giant's Might and
Danger
get
zone.
large,
Oh, there we go.
so I can dig more effectively.
Grin.
And then
You feel more rocks. It's like you feel like immense weight on the rubble that you're under.
Guys.
And yeah, you hear like a muffled. Yeah, Vonkar hears like a muffled voice under his feet.
Grin, I'll be honest. If you can talk, that means you can breathe, and that means you're doing all right for now.
Dang it.
With Vonkar being large, could he sift through 2 squares at once?
No, I'm gonna say you can do anywhere within 10 feet.
Okay, it just gives me a radius.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just complete this tic-tac-toe row here.
Okay.
And go the one just in line with the other 2.
The big old giant hands get in there and spoilers. There's nobody there. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Doe, private roll a death saving throw to me, please. Okay, mark it off. Grin. Athletics check. Grin. You are no longer restrained, and there is a pinprick-sized hole you can fly out of if you would like. But you are still prone.
I'm gonna zoom out of there before the little thing that was on top of me goes.
Alright, so yeah, Grin is... You are no longer prone or restrained. You're out of the trouble hole. And just as soon as you fly out, Vonkar's weight just crushes where you just were. That was your action to do the athletics check. But you're now out and about.
I want to get, because I might not be as helpful in searching, and I also don't have an action right now. I'd like to position myself about 10 feet up,
Okay,
around here,
sure.
and try to look around and survey and see if I can't provide any type of visual assistance as people are doing their thing.
Alrighty. Cool. Medeis. You got your crowbar. You can see Grin flapping around, looking around. And I think you're muted.
I was, thank you. He is going to... What? Vonkar's big. Vonkar could do this. Gonna cast Haste on Vonkar.
Okay.
That's gonna be my action.
Sure. Vonkar is hasted.
Okay, gonna do that, and then my bonus action, I don't really think I can do anything else. I'm gonna have him kind of climb and step out of the way to let Vonkar just
get in there,
go for it or whatever, mole it, just kind of dig through whatever they need to.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Hopper, private roll me a death saving throw, please.
God.
Your third one so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool beans. Torger. You're also muted.
I was coming to get you, though. I'm gonna shovel out this middle one.
Directly in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
You dig down and you strike something soft and fleshy.
Okay.
You find Doe, who is prone, no longer restrained, no longer obscured. But they are definitely dying. From wounds and other things.
Grin, I need your help!
Prison's ready.
Okay, anything else, Torger?
I think I would position, I'm gonna position to start digging somewhere else to see if I can help with Hopper. So.
Okay, perfect. Vonkar, you see Doe has been uncovered. They're looking rough.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Okay, so being hasted. Can I search 2 squares a turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna search the one. I'm gonna once again finish the tic-tac-toe and do the middle of this bottom one right here.
Okay. There is nobody there.
Finish 2 tick. It's turn.
Yeah. I'm just gonna move up, and I'll start with the middle left of this box.
Middle left.
I'm a bulldozer.
There is nobody there.
All right, narrowing it down. All right, that's my turn.
Okay. Doe, give me a death saving throw. This can be rolled publicly now because people can see your body.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
What was it? I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Cool. Doe appears stable. Now, Doe is no longer at risk for suffocation. However, the rabbit still very much is. Grin. You can see Doe prone, but they're stable.
Okay. Here's the thing. Like, I don't know what's gonna be better. I mean, time is not on our side. If I give Doe enough hit points to help in the search, I don't think that's gonna be as helpful as uncovering
Uncover.
Hopper. So I'm gonna try and get this spot further away from Vonkar and
Torger.
Torger.
All right, you
So
dig.
I'm gonna hit the
You dig just underneath yourself.
yeah.
There's nobody there.
They're not here.
Alrighty. Medeis.
All right. Okay, Medeis is going to. So, Doe is visible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Medeis is going to. Okay, wait, 5, 10. Hop down here. He's gonna reach down and try to drag Doe up.
Okay.
Just as not like as much as I can get Doe close to the rest of the group.
Sure. Easily done.
So I would want to like drag Doe there, just like pull them across and just lay them within 5 feet.
Okay.
And then Deus is gonna step right there, and you see he's gonna pull out the last tablet that he fucking has, and hold it just in case. He has one more of those teleportation tablets. He
Okay.
always keeps 3.
You can see the Duergar all on the walls too. They're like in the process of like getting themselves down.
Yeah,
Shit hits the fan. He's not caring about the Duergar. This is not his people. Sorry.
Okay. Hopper. Make a death saving throw, no matter what the outcome is, so we can keep the suspense moving. Cool. Cool. Because fun fact, you can't stabilize while you're suffocating.
Ooh.
Also, we're at the start of round 4. How much, what's Hopper's con modifier? Okay. Good to know. Torger.
I'm just going to dig in the middle.
As you dig into the middle, you uncover you uncover Hopper. Now, because they were suffocating, and even though they rolled 3 successful death saves, they are still dying, because you can't stabilize if you're suffocating.
I need help.
Vonkar,
Mm-hmm.
you're up. Hopper is pulled out from the rubble, but they're still dying because they were suffocating.
Okay.
So
Full breathing.
I do have a potion of greater healing, but I just noticed. But I do remember that last time we rolled to see if those got shattered.
Yeah,
So I don't think we rolled for mine.
we did not.
Okay. So what was the roll for that?
So somebody pick a bad luck number on a d6.
Yeah, I think Sam should pick.
Yeah,
As it says.
All right, for D6,
yeah.
4.
Roll a d6.
3.
You have a potion of greater healing.
You mean Hopper's got a potion of greater healing in his face?
Done. You pour it down Hopper's little rabbit mouth.
It's just
Just suffocate some more.
drown someone in a pool of healing potions.
Okay. Who want? Yeah. Vonkar, roll the potion.
4d4 plus 4. That is gonna be 17 hit points back.
All right, Hopper, you come to consciousness in the rubble. And that's that. Everybody but Doe is conscious. Doe is just stable, and Doe will regain 1 hit point in 3 hours.
Yeah,
I
Grin's
still
gonna go
have
over.
to roll another death save. I'm
No.
not stable yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Roll a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were stable.
no.
Do
Okay.
you want it, or do you want me to roll publicly?
No, everybody can see Doe, so yeah, roll it.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright. Doe doesn't look like they're doing too shit hot. Bringing us
Alright.
Yeah, pulling them up their
Shit.
body. You're just like, oh, maybe that's not great.
2 fails, 2 successes. Bringing us to Grin. We
Give
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I'm not. We don't need the map, but yeah.
Grin's gonna go over there and give them some lay on hands.
Sure.
4 points of lay on hands.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Doe, you have 4 hit points. So, you're all conscious once again. Doe still looks terrible even though they're healed because Doe's max HP got reduced because of the harm spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, the rubble's been cleared. You can see the other Duergar are beginning to like pull themselves down. Glenn is getting himself out of the rubble. A lot of the Duergar are enlarging themselves to help with the rubble removal for each other. Because Duergar can do that. So there's like 40 or so enlarged Duergar in one corner of the room, just like
That's
sifting
awesome.
rubble.
You just hear off in the distance. Ooh.
Essentially. But yeah. You're all conscious, awake, battered, bruised. At some point, Glenn approaches this older Duergar who appears slightly younger than Vonkar. Thinning white hair contrasts with a thick Van Dyke-style beard and mustache. He has sparkling blue eyes and is wearing a hooded cloak and smells heavily of sandalwood and soil. He looks to all the Duergar that are now following and approaching you all. So there's like 40 or so Duergar just standing there. Torger, we owe you so much for helping us.
Oh, you got me the gift. I got it.
Yes, free trim.
No, but I got the present that you left for me. Because
Oh.
you all thought I was dead.
We did, and also, all the Duergar kind of pivot to look at Vonkar. He's real.
I know. Celebs.
Hello.
He's alive. And they all begin to
Hello?
all the Duergar all drop to their knees and basically bow at Vonkar.
Oh, I don't know what that's about.
The surviving elder.
What?
All of our elders died when we were kidnapped. And if you're back, that means you're our only surviving elder.
Oh. Oh dear.
That means
Um.
you're our leader. If you would accept the position. I'm interim leader, Glenn mentions, twisting his mustache a little bit. But you've been gone for so long, people would love to hear your stories and teach us.
Well, the thing about that, I don't remember much of it either.
Oh. Well, that's fine. 2 of our own have returned, which is wonderful. For now, you all look terrible. Well, not all of you, but
Thank you.
some of you look terrible. We appreciate everything you've done to help us. For now, let's all return home with the remains of those we lost, and he gestures to the few Duergar that died from the Ascension Arch that they're pulling out as well from the debris. And we'll celebrate not only their lives that we lost, but those who risked their own to save ours, gesturing to all of you. I hope you all like food and merriment.
Oh yeah, who doesn't like food merriment?
Good. The Duergar all cheer and begin to get to work gathering the bodies of their fallen comrades. And And they also begin clearing more of the rubble just to make it easier to move through here and clear a passage out of this place. These will follow the Duergar, help with the sifting and stuff. The palace is completely ruined from the Ascension Arch backfiring and exploding. There is no palace anymore. It's just completely collapsed. But the ritual chamber was sturdy enough to kind of not fully collapse. For the sake of everyone's sanity, we're not going to do an entire trek back through the dungeon, because that would suck. So, the journey back to Duergar is long and arduous, taking several hours once again. So exhaustion is just on the cusp of setting in, but we are nearing the point of 24 hours. Or no, yeah, never mind. With their combined enlarged forms, those who didn't enlarge themselves, the ascent up the frozen tunnel that you all bobsledded down is made much easier getting up, as they just begin to, like, get big and just pull people up, or just, like, roll people up the hill, and then it's one person will catch another person, and then roll them up the hill. It's kind of like the Goron scenes in, like, Legend of Zelda, where the Gorons get into balls and roll. That's how they're maneuvering up this slope.
Cool.
But after about 3 hours since defeating the Webmind, you all return to the village with the Duergar in tow, victorious over the Webmind and her loyalists, and incredibly exhausted from the previous day you all just had, fighting an aboleth, the travel, everything. As you return to Duergar, Glenn returns to assist the Duergar in getting back to their homes and making sure everything isn't totally destroyed. A few others join him as they work to seal off the tunnel leading into the depths. They begin to gather large chunks of ice and boulders from the surrounding tunnels, piling them around and atop the hole to close it off. Glenn declares that this makeshift barrier will serve as a massive cairn dedicated to those who were exhumed from the ice by the Webmind's loyalists, their bodies now lost. Not retrieved, couldn't be found. Anyone who helps construct this monument earns the respect of the Duergar and will be considered allies for life. So anyone who wishes to assist with the building of the cairn can do so and gain lifelong allies.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and give Doe cure wounds at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Hopefully it's a good roll. For an extra 17 hit points, so that they're a little bit more in the clear.
Perfect.
Thanks, Grin. Oh, got it.
So yeah, and then Grin will help and assist with
Okay.
the ritual, and will also expend a spell slot to cast Ceremony. Funeral Rite.
Okay, cool. As this cairn is built and the ceremony is held, Glenn turns to you all kind of through the process. More so talking to Torger than anybody, but, talking to everybody but focusing on Torger. Oh! Long day.
So long.
I think celebrations are in order, and I need a stiff drink. But also, haircuts to those who need them.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Grin. Never mind, but haircuts to those who have hair.
You could still put him in the chair and cut
Could.
around.
Yeah, good idea.
Maybe just give him a spritz of cologne.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Well, free makeover, no, something. I also pull teeth if you need teeth pulled and other sort of medical treatments.
We can also powder your feet.
And cut calluses, sand those bad boys down. If you got corns, I can deal with corns. If you got ingrown toenails, snip those bad boys right out of there. If you got a...
Make your bunions sweeter than onions.
It's true, that's my motto. Regardless.
Fighting calluses with malices.
These are all good. These are all good. Glenn and the survivors begin setting up for an impromptu celebration with food, drinks, and more in the center of Duergar. There's like rhyme cricket lollipops that you saw Torger making and eating before. There's a bunch of those. It's basically rhyme crickets prepared in a variety of ways, and then there's mushrooms prepared in a variety of ways. And then I'll let Torger explain what some of the delicacies of Duergar are, because this is very much a thing of his creation, essentially. So
you're gonna get like mushroom caps that are cut out and then put upside down, and as they're cooking, you get pie slices cut out of them over coals. Like, so you'll get like an upside down that's dressed upside down, like a stuffed mushroom, but like the stuff that's put on top of it is like laid over like a pizza pie, and so it's cooking.
that sounds good.
Yeah,
it's like a mushroom pastry.
with no open faced, open
Yeah.
on top, but you're gonna get slices of it as it comes out. There's also going to be, I mean, where people exist, fermented beverage of some kind exists. So it'd
be like a mushroom fermented like mushroom alcohol.
wine.
Yeah.
Wine feels wrong, but it's gonna be pretty strong. It's fed the moss that gets fermented, things down there, so it has like a
Like a moss cider.
like a moss cider.
I don't know. Fuck.
More like a wheatgrass shot, but it's timed
Alcohol.
It's
Terrible.
Uzi wheatgrass shot. So yeah, it's also you're gonna get like pastes and things, so it's gonna be stuff like they're gonna eat with like your fingers and hands and stuff. Also, Torger is going to pull out his unused drum.
Yes.
Since day one, I'm gonna start drumming shit out.
All right.
It's gonna be
cool.
one of those like the Irish drum where you have like the small little hammer. So it's
Yes.
Oh, a bodrin?
Yeah.
Cool.
But just like feverishly playing and dancing and trying to get everybody to do it. It's not the most sophisticated dancing,
No, it's weird.
but it's
like Oompa Loompas.
I mean, no.
What?
If we're talking about Zelda, this is gonna be full on like Zelda dances. Like,
Oh yeah.
I literally, you talked about this, and you're comparing to the Gorons. I'm replaying that, by the way.
Yeah.
And the fuck, whenever you play
Yeah.
a song to the Big Brother character, and it's fucking dances buck wild, and you could just let it play. He will just
It's
go
great.
for as long as you
Um,
have it open.
There's a Duergar in the corner whose his eyes look in opposite directions
Uh-huh.
permanently, and he's wearing overalls made of like mushroom skin, and they're a very thin fabric, and he's got a very hairy chest that just kind of puffs out over the top of the overalls, and he's playing one of those like hand crank organs while everyone's dancing,
nice.
and it's very similar to the organ the Happy Mask salesman plays in Majora's Mask. Just
Ah.
do-do-do-do-do-do, but it's like that, and it sounds more like cacophonous and weird because the instruments are also made of mushrooms, because they don't really have wood down here, so they use like fibrous mushrooms to make an instrument. So it's like a hollow, dull, almost wet sounding instrument.
Ooh, do you know, Caleb? Do you know what it sounds like?
what does it sound like?
It sounds like that one from the old Jack and the Beanstalk.
The Calliope?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds. It just sounds like that. The Duergar are dancing.
Fishy Calliope.
Food is being handed around, like Torger described, pastes and mushrooms and bugs. Maybe some Underdark creatures here or there that are caught nearby. Nothing super sentient, but like one of the Duergar that came up from the hole is like, I killed some spiders along the way. We can eat the spiders and show them that we mean fucking business.
Yeah, if yous can get some meat, but mostly insides they just nasty pus.
No, I'm sucking on the legs.
Oh, okay,
And he's-
gets a little leg meat.
And he cracked open one of the legs raw, like a crab leg, and just starts sucking on it. This Duergar has like maybe 2 teeth total. He's just like, gotta get the meat out.
Alright, you do you.
Love
I
Duergar
think-
family.
I think Hopper's also participating in the insect meals.
Perfect.
Because rabbits will eat bugs.
They will.
Ew.
They will. It's good.
Walk up to. Is there
like,
like I want to walk
tip-
up to Glenn Puddle Shoes and point out the guy who's trying to eat spiders and be like,
We needs to watch him for violent poop watch
Yeah.
for 12 hours, because I think he's going to wreck the bathroom.
Yeah. What's his name again? I can't ever remember.
"Oh, that's Ipsy."
Oh, right. Ipsy. Ipsy.
Yeah.
Ipsy Dipsy.
That's Ipsy
Hop-
Dipsy.
Hopper's found like a spike and is just kind of like using it as a crab fork to pull out the meat, cooking it over like green flame blade, and then popping it in his mouth.
Perfect. Ipsy Dipsy walks over to Medeis, just holding one of these like spider legs with the meat kind of hanging out of it. Hey, want to suck on the meat? This end isn't sucked on yet.
Man,
You just gotta get your
Enjoy.
you just gotta get your gums in there, and then
oh, that's. Oh, gotta walk this way now.
there's some like kids running around too, and they're playing this game where they pick up like they have like one of those rhyme crickets, and it's tied to a string it's dead. And to tenderize the meat, the kids play a game where they whack each other with it, and they're running around hitting each other with this like bug on a stick.
Sounds like kids, yeah.
Violent but
Hopper's played
effective.
that game before.
Awesome.
Violent but effective, I guess.
Hopper's played that game with like fake crickets.
But like the crickets are like the size of like a small cat, so the guy running around just like beating people with this like cat-sized cricket. Just
Yeah, you got to do it till the shell cracks. Then you mix the gooey insides into a paste that you cook over flames. Oh, so good. Ooh, it's good luck to get the crack. So he goes around. It's like an opposite pinata, but
Yeah.
against your face and head.
oh well, you should get your friends to play with you, Torger. Show them our tradition.
Takes one by the leg and then smacks Doe with it.
Juice. Good juice in here.
You got to keep hitting everyone with it. You're it now.
And Doe's like grabbing it with their tongue, and they're just like still tired as heck, but they're just like, I will. And Doe starts running after their first target that they see, and they just see Grin kind of in the air. So
Okay.
they're
When
trying.
you see Grin's kind of like distracted and a little bashful, seeing everybody like sucking on like bug legs, and he looks down at his own legs, which are kind of the same, and so you see him kind of like his arms are kind of his legs are kind of brought up to his chest, and he's like kind of hugging his legs while he's just kind of flying in the air, so that nobody gets enticed by his his segmented like legs.
You also see Medeis. You also see like while you're turning away, Ipsy Dipsy slowly begins to like look towards Grin, the one who's sucking on the spider legs. Yeah, Doe, you chase after Grin with the stick of the bug on the end of it. It's almost cracked open.
Doe's trying to get at Grin, but Doe
Grin
totally.
doesn't.
Oh, Doe goes to just throw it at him with their tongue.
All right, make an attack roll. Improvised range attack. So just roll a d20 and add your dex modifier.
Yeah, do it.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Oh yeah, hits Grin, and because it was a nat 20, the cricket cracks open and just splatters Grin with the juices.
Don't waste the juices.
Doe's trying to get some with their tongue as it's falling.
He pins Grin down, and it's you start like just like scraping it off and like
My legs! Don't take my legs!
He's not going to take your legs.
Ipsy Dipsy runs over on all fours because that's how he moves around.
A thick two-fingered slap right on the middle of Ipsy's forehead.
When you hit him in the forehead, his eyes kind of correct for a second, and they go back to looking. Oh, sorry. So they're like this. They're like this.
Oh, like me.
That's how they look. He's like, oh, sorry.
Please don't eat friends.
I was just gonna get the juice off him.
Okay, you can use your tongue, right, Grin?
No!
He like walks over to Grin and just like, don't mind me, and just takes a finger and like scoops some of the juice off your head, like he's like scooping whipped cream off of like a top of a pie, and just like, oh, savory, and then runs away.
What's the lighting situation?
Oh, probably like almost pitch black, like just dim.
Grin's gonna look at Torchback. And then it's gonna be invisible.
Okay. Medeis, what are you doing during this whole celebration? You see people kids chasing each other with a bug on a stick. There's the weird guy running around. Grin disappears.
It's gonna
He
be...
disappears. He disappears like how, you know, not like a chameleon, but like almost like it's a part of his
Okay.
skin effect.
Cool.
Not doing much. Just probably gonna relax. This should have been crazy.
You see two Duergar kids playing with a knife. They're just like playing catch with it.
Not my kids.
Alright, Hopper's eating bugs, Doe's chasing Grin around, Grin's vanishing, Torger's celebrating. Vonkar! What are you up to?
Yeah. Vonkar probably eats with pretty much, you know, not a lot of preamble or excitement to it, because, you know, he'd probably find some muscle memory in this process.
Yeah.
But I think so he'd eat pretty quickly, but then after that, I think he's going to bust out the folding penny farthing. And then just, like, you know, do some circles around everybody.
Like Gandalf in his wagon, there's kids like chasing the bicycle.
Be faster than that to catch me. Look how fast I go.
One of the kids pulls out a gun. No. Shoot the
Hopper
old man!
blunderbuss.
Shoot the old man in the back! That's another game we play.
Jesus.
That's why you don't have the Eldsaga. Children's game. Shoot the old man in the back. We don't have any old men left, so we can't play anymore.
The kids are very excited to see. Yeah, so they're just chasing Vonkar around in circles as he's riding the bike. About an hour into the celebrations, the kids have gone to bed at this point because it's getting late, and the adults are like tidying up the mess of splattered bugs everywhere. Because in total, there's probably like 30 bugs on sticks that got splattered all over people, so there's a mess to clean up. And Glenn Puddleshoes approaches you all, kind of wrangles you all together. Again, I'd like to thank you all for helping. Again, thank you so much. Sorry if the festivities are a little strange, it's just how we do things down here. I've never been to the surface world myself, so I don't know how you all do things up there. But I did promise free esthetician jobs for everybody, if anyone would like to sit in the old chair and become beautiful.
Yeah, I think I need a nice little shape up, what have you.
And if you don't have hair, I can fake it. And provide other services.
I think I definitely need to freshen up.
Perfect. Anyone who's interested, follow me to my barber shop. Also my house.
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah.
He hands Glenn the hair tonic.
You could put this on Grin and then shave it off.
I could. Good to know.
It's a nice clean feeling when you get a clean shave.
It is true. Nothing like the non-existent breeze down here blowing through your hair.
I remember I was the breeze. I was gonna say, Torger, there's a fan in the corner.
Oh yeah.
It's just a really thin mushroom fanned out on a stick.
Oh yeah.
Glenn leads you all to the barber shop. Who wants to sit in the chair first? All right.
He's first. Then I can help.
All right. So Torger's first then.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so Torger, you get up into the chair. He's like, all right, what are we doing?
Shave everything I'm not touching.
Done.
On my face. And then, clean up around my tattoos, please.
When
I
you
wants to show them off.
Shave everything you're not touching. He is just about to start shaving your head, stops, and then shaves off the beard, just leaving the mustache.
The Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah, just, and then cleans up the sides to show the tattoos off. You know, kind of trims up the eyebrows and shapes the eyebrows a little bit. Clips your fingernails. Because they're probably a little grimy from all this adventuring. So he cleans those up a little bit. Looks to see if you have any calluses and sands them down a little bit. Collects all the callus dust in like a little pot and puts that to the side.
What are we gonna do with that?
It's a secret.
Oh dear.
Why do you think that mushroom cap tasted so good?
I don't know, and that doesn't help explain it.
You can see on the jar you put it in, it just says marinade. Or dry rub.
MSG.
MSG.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah. DSG for Duergar.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, Torger looks like $1 million. What cologne today?
I want you to pick it for me.
Alright, let's go with mole musk.
Ooh. The blind can clearly see where you are. And they love it, baby.
Also, word of note, a lot of the Duergar of Duergarfell have the same kind of eyes as Torger almost. They're all wide-eyed. Alright. You raised your hand next. Gestures towards Grin.
Yeah.
What am I doing for you today?
I don't know. What can you do for me?
Lots.
He lies on the chair like this.
You hear a bottle pop. And he begins like massaging your scalp with this like thick cream-like tonic. It's like a cold. It's cool. It's like cold, and then it starts to get warm.
I imagine he's doing like this.
Yeah, he's just like
Grin's
Just
head
like
is
full
like
scalp massage.
he accidentally crushes Grin's head like a grape. Just oh.
Great, no.
And it's hard. So he's just using his finger essentially just to do this.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the tonic that you put on your head feels cold for a second, and then out of nowhere, you have a shoulder length mane of like brown hair. Or actually no, it'd be the same color as the. It'd be pastel colored shoulder length hair.
It's like Papa's ears.
And now we shave it off.
Can you leave like a mohawk or something?
Oh yeah. And now you just have like a mohawk of just this pastel colored
Rainbow,
mohawk.
yeah.
Does Mr. Puddle Shoes have like styling gel so we can get it sticking out straight?
Oh yeah.
It's mud. It's just
Yeah,
dirt.
it's just mud.
No, he just spits in his hand.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
just full on. Yeah, just full on. Oh, hold
Like a
on,
loogie.
hold on. Just loogie it in the hand and then just like styles it into like a mohawk and it just sticks up. What perfume?
Yeah.
What perfume or what cologne would you like?
me see. Let's have a look.
We got mole musk, dirt, sandalwood, wet mushroom, rotting vegetables, freezer burnt, mud, earth.
Freezer burnt and mud, 2 different things? Or was that the same thing?
Well, we have freezer
worm
burnt
on it?
and then freezer burnt and mud combo.
Oh,
What's that one that has the worm on it?
Oh, that's stinkworm.
Stinkworm?
You got to unleash the worm. Stinkworm.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Stinkworm it is. And
It's like someone just whispers stinkworm
from
the like in the ambience.
dabbles.
Yeah.
He dabbles. He puts some like stinkworm cologne behind Grin's ears, on the wrist and on the neck, and it just smells like death.
Stinkworm.
It smells like death. It smells like death with a hint of rotting vegetables, and then
I think this will keep the umberhawks away.
oh yeah. Also, if someone dies, yeah, and if someone in the settlement dies, we don't find them for a few days. We put some of that under our nose,
Oh. Wait, why?
so we don't smell dead people.
Oh.
Yeah, Grin just smells like rotting, like vegetables, like a compost bin, with a hint of like a nice earthy sweetness.
So it's like it's like a mushroom compost bin with like
Yeah.
other stuff. Yeah. Cool.
Who's next?
Ah, yeah. Check it out.
And the
Grin, I
first
will
time he's
say I
had
did
hair,
not-
so you see him just kind of like
Yeah.
throw his head around like that because he's not used to how
Oh.
it like pulls.
Vonkar,
Hello.
get in the chair. What are we doing?
All right. Well, I think I could just use. It's been a while since I had a trim. The beard has gone a little wild here. So if you could just, shape me up, line me up around the neck and the top around here. Clean it all up and everything, and maybe shorten up the old top. It's been a while.
Perfect. He pulls out the old straight razor he was using earlier the day to slit throats. He's still a little stained with blood, and just begins trimming up the beard with it. So you just smell like copper in your senses while he's working.
This barber like doesn't do the strop or anything, no sharpening, just straight in, still got blood on it.
And he's not sanitizing any of his equipment.
Catches a few times.
Oh, we can fix that. He just pulls out like a little stick, like a little piece of like stone, and just like sharpens the blade real quick, and then keeps going. And then shortens your hair a little bit. Definitely plucks the eyebrows. He's like, "Oh, you got some tufts growing out of your ears. Do you want those dealt with too, or?"
Oh yes, please.
All right. Don't got any tweezers, so we're going in with the old hands.
Well, that seems reasonable enough.
And you just like, you feel him like gather like a nice clump of ear hair and just rips it out. And then to the other side.
I've been hit with fireballs. How bad could having my ear hair ripped out really be?
Puts that in the jar where he keeps the callus dust. All right. Would you like your calluses treated? Would you like your skin moisturized? Would you like any teeth pulled?
I think I'm good on teeth, strangely, but sure, the calluses and everything else sounds good. I'm getting sleepy.
Starts sanding down the calluses on your hands. Collects that in the same jar where he collected Torger's callus dust and sets that to the side. All right.
Vonkar's never been more relaxed.
What cologne can I do for you?
Oh, excellent question. Excellent question. Actually, I think I like the one that you're wearing.
Sandalwood it is. The only nice one.
Yeah. Why he wears it.
Looks towards Doe, Hopper, and Medeis. There's the only 3 left. Any treatments for any of you?
Can you do a really nice, scalp massage?
Absolutely.
Adele's gonna slide over the chair, just all her bones still creaking.
Spits in his hands, rubs his hands together, slaps the top of your head a little hard, and just starts getting in there.
It's like Barbara Seville.
Yeah, just like full on like. Doe's skin is very elasticy, so it's like stretched, pulling on like on chewing gum. So Doe's head is just like, oh yeah. Like the skin on Doe's head stretches like a good like a good foot and a half back as he's
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, been getting some tension headaches recently.
He seems a little disturbed by the very elasticy skin, just. And he lets go, and it kind of just like flops backwards and doesn't reset yet. So there's just like a long, foot and a half long, like piece of scalp skin that's just like drooping down the back of the chair.
Oh my god!
He like slaps it a couple times, and it just snaps it back.
Oh my god!
Oh, I think I need to drink some more water. It's been a couple days.
Pick a cologne.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Sandalwood.
Everyone's picking sandalwood. Looks towards Hopper and Medeis. You two interested?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know if I could do much for what you got going on.
Yeah.
I am unfortunately quite traumatized with anything regarding my fur, so I will politely abstain.
Now,
so I am grateful for the offer.
I used to have a pet rabbit. Now, I'm trying to be as sensitive as possible with this question.
Right.
Do you need your... Never mind.
Foot pad, like scruff?
No.
That was your...
I can trim my own nails, thank you.
Oh, not that. It's fine.
He wants to ask if you need any lotion for your fuzzy butt.
Yeah, like, do you need your anal glands expressed? Like, I don't know if you can do that yourself. When I had a pet rabbit, we had to do that manually. So just... Anyways, oh, look at the time. He looks at his wrist. There's no watch there. Oh, whew. It's been a long day.
Oh yeah, it's a hair past a freckle.
Torger, we've...
I'll sweep up the hair.
Oh, put it in the jar.
Okay.
The broom is sized for like younger Torgers, so it's a little small. So it's like you're trying to use a broom that's a little too small for you. Torger, it's getting late. We kept your place untouched since you left. Though of course I'll let myself in occasionally to tidy up and make sure it didn't smell too bad when he returned. You know, if you want to spend the night there.
Yeah, but you even kept it after you guys thought I was...
Well, of course. You're like a son to me, so of course.
That's very sweet.
It's like when grieving parents keep the bedroom the same.
I saw Casper.
Me too. Well, the old mushroom magazines. Anyways, I'll leave you all to it. I have to... And he kind of just like stares off in middle distance. And if you could see inside of his head, it'd be like a flashback of Doe's very stretchy skin kind of traumatizing him a little bit.
I know you said you were offering tooth extraction, but
Doe just smiles towards them, and they just start taking a couple of their teeth out.
If you would like to add for your collection.
He takes a couple of them and puts them in the DSG jar.
You can pull a couple out if you like. They'll just keep coming.
Okay, hold on. Before you all leave. And he just, both hands in, grabs like 12 teeth in each hand and just yanks. And his hand is just full of teeth. And it sounds like someone's just like rolling chiclets around in their hand. He just dumps them all in the jar. Alright. And yeah, the teeth just immediately grow back. Alright. That was awful and a nightmare, and I'm also glad I did it. Looks towards Hopper. Sorry for asking that question. I'm gonna go to bed. It's been a very long day. Enjoy Torger's home. And he like picks up the broom and starts like pushing you all out.
Just shooing us out with a broom.
And yeah, if you want, Torger can lead you all to his home and describe it when you get there.
This way.
Oh, okay.
Go and you see, yeah, like a hobbit door, but not center hole. It's on the side, like a normal door. But there's a knob on the side of a mushroom hole. It opens up. Oh, you guys are gonna love it. It's so many hammocks. And it's 2 hammocks. A hammock would be for someone to live by themselves.
Yeah.
I'll make some more hammocks.
Sure, I can help.
Yeah, well, he ties like a extra shirt for a hammock for Grin. He tries to find other stuff, like puts things together, starts hanging them up. It's inside the tree. It's a very small, so it'd be like a really tall, so it's like a 20-foot space, like cylinder, but it's since climbing things was never a problem, it's built vertically rather than horizontally in the space. So the usage of space, like there's a front like porthole window that you would look out if you wanted to see who was knocking on your door above the window, and then there's another door where his hammock would be, so he always gets like, you can always, smell if something's cooking in the center, or hear if there's like something going on in the town square where his hammock is. And then there's another, like a guest hammock, so he starts like hanging up other hammocks, so it's like every so often there's like 8 foot, so it's building up higher and higher.
Yeah, Grin's gonna try and help by using the nets that he has as makeshift hammocks for people.
Okay.
I'm gonna put out one of the slumber pods.
The hovering sleeping bag that hovers just off the ground.
There's a dummy in there that it doesn't really have a face on it or anything, but it's like one of the looks like a cylinder with like
like the one you'd see in like a dojo.
Yeah, like just fibrous wood.
Yeah.
And then he hugs it, and then like starts hitting it. He moves on it. And then he runs, and then he starts like just running. There's not a lot of it's pretty Spartan. Like there's like a mat for like stretching and stuff, and for stuff there's like a target on the like it's not so much a target as just like just a worn out spot where he's thrown like sharp sticks, like sharp pieces of like metal and other stuff that he's found, like discarded caltrops and things that he's like thrown at it, like a real, honestly, like a real like boxcar kid vibe.
Hell
of
yeah.
Like, oh, this would be sad if he wasn't so excited about it. Like, oh, you get to see my sharp throwing stick. Woohoo! And then he's like just throwing a sharp and stuff. And this is where I rage dance. And it's just another, like, it's 2 steps away. Just like angry dance, nothing. Yeah. And that's the window I looks out. That's my thoughts corner.
Let's get it over. This is where I rage dance.
Just to like.
Is there a place where you happy dance when you're excited about something? In contrast to your range dance area?
Happy dance?
Or excited?
You don't do that alone. You
That
do
is fair.
that when there's more room. When you got to go outside and everybody's playing instruments. That's an everywhere time thing. When you needs to dance the darkness out, you got to do that alone. Okay.
In my mind, when Torger said this is where I rage dance, it immediately then cut to a montage of heavy deep bass EDM music with flashing lights and Torger just punching the air and dancing, and it kept cutting through different songs to give the impression that he was doing this for hours, and then it just cuts back to him breathing yeah, it likes that. And we're all just
we're just all up against the wall,
I get to showcase my dark rage dance moves.
We each have a black eye, busted lip.
Just crumping.
Music is just
Yeah, there's somebody outside just blowing on hollow mushrooms, and it sounds just deep bassy dubstep EDM.
Very percussive.
Like a didgeridoo.
Yeah.
Slapping outside. Yeah.
Is there a fireplace or anything like that?
Fires are for outside.
Yeah.
You want to asphyxiate the whole place?
So yeah. Also,
Yes.
keeping in mind that the floors of every building so far have been ice. So it's
That's
cold.
why we
It's
got
cold
hammocks.
everywhere.
Yeah, we got hammocks. We don't sleep on the ground. You wants to sleep on ice?
Ipsy Dipsy sleeps on the ground.
Ipsy Dipsy sleeps on ice. You want to hang out with Ipsy Dipsy?
Sure.
Lex, next campaign, I'm not playing Gallus anymore. I'm playing Ipsy Dipsy.
Ipsy Dipsy wearing a clown costume.
Ipsy Dipsy, the
Ipsy Dipsy turned out to be immortal.
Ally Duergar. Who likes
Ipsy
to
Dipsy,
lick
the
bridges.
immortal Teletubby monk.
Who is the clown that Lex hated in the other campaign? Fuck.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
All of them. Quite literally all of them.
But yeah, this is Torger's home.
I'm like a less mean Nelson Muntz.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. You all got hammocks. You can do it too.
Alright, there's Torger.
You was welcome.
Hey,
Jumps
Torger,
To the 15 feet above him. Yeah. What's up?
I wanted to let you know. I learned it from you. And he just goes invisible again.
Oh, I thought
In
you
the
was
darkness.
going to say about our weed problem in the 90s.
No.
I learned it from you. Whoa. Whoa. Oh.
Ah. I found out how to do it.
Then he goes invisible. Boom. We can
Yeah.
so the nightmares can't find us.
Yeah, the only downside is when I move and you see him go to give you the high five, he goes visible again. It's but if I'm very still, I'm invisible. So that means I can kind of just sit on your shoulder and we can both be invisible.
Also move when I'm invisible.
Yeah. And I can hitch a ride and stay invisible.
Yeah, if you wants to hitch a ride in my hair nest, you can do that too.
I think I will.
Okay. We can get sort of a Grin-a-tooey situation.
Yeah. We become invisibros.
Yeah, we can become invisibros. That'd be fun. Yeah!
As you all find your own little hammocks and prepare to sleepy sleep times, who do I want to pick on for a second? I mean, there's one person who is always the best to pick on in this group.
Kate.
Vonkar.
So,
I was gonna say Lex, but no. There's one of these little portholes near where your hammock is strung up, or your slumber pod is strung up, whatever you're choosing. And just as you're about to like doze off, you hear a tapping on the window.
Hello.
And it's just Ipsy Dipsy looking through the window at you.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
He just kind of lifts up a spider like he's still been sucking on. Do you want some?
No, thank you.
Okay. And then leaves. That's all.
All right.
See, it's the bag man.
Maybe. Alright. You all find sleep. You all dream. If you do dream. Strange thing about Vergafell, you mentally have to fight off the nightmares when you're sleeping.
Oh no.
What?
Oh my god.
No
wonder Vonkar fucking left.
This explains so much about Torger.
Torger said you gotta fight off the nightmares, and here they come.
You got to go invisible to fight off the nightmares, or you got to run fast in your sleep.
Flaming horses descend on the town.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Good night. Deep sluice.
Oh, he meant literal nightmares. I understand. This is my bad. I should have assumed it'd be more horrible than it... Yep.
You all do eventually find sleep.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of ambient noise down here. It's just dead silence. And at one point, you all just eventually, one by one, drift off into Sleepyland. So you can all mark off the benefits of a long rest.
Yes.
Doe.
My HP?
Let me look up the ruling of that spell, because I don't think so. I only last for an hour, so yeah, you're back to your max.
Oh, thank fuck. I'm not extra squishy.
No. So, as you... So...
Am I still poisoned?
Oh, no. There would have been saves going on, and I would assume by at some point you would have succeeded. But... Morning. Medeis! You're jolted awake before anyone else wakes up by a telepathic shout that just breaches into your mind, loud and explosive, almost so much like you feel it like reverberate within your skull. It is the headmaster of the academy, Ebner Pate. Medeis, we discovered important information on how to stop Caven Idris, that weirdo archlich those you are with or after. As soon as you're able, please come back to the academy. Don't leave it too long. Things are in motion we can't control. I love you. That doesn't say that part.
He says it in his head. He thinks it.
He sings it.
Yeah.
I love you.
Was saying it to his cat. Wait a minute.
But yeah, that wakes you up, and everybody else is still. You can see everybody else still snoozing.
Oh, they're so restful. Anyway, I'm gonna leave them here. Just kidding. In preparation, because Medeis is finally high enough level, Medeis did take teleportation circle.
Medeis.
And before anybody starts waking up, Medeis begins to draw out the circle in chalk on the floor.
Okay.
When he gets pretty much has like the few sigils left. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Everyone wake up.
You all wake up to Medeis telling you to wake up.
Don't get out of your hammocks and your sleep things.
Grin like swings out of the hammock, does like a free fall, and then catches himself with his wings.
The mohawk is a little
kind of like.
The mohawk is a little bigger today.
Ooh, I forgot about this. And he spends like the first 15 minutes of the day kind of just moving his head around like that because it's so weird to have hair when you haven't had it for so long.
Or ever.
Or ever, yeah.
I received a message from the headmaster. They have news and some important information regarding that the Archlich is what he referred to him as? Archmage? Archlich?
He said Archlich.
Archlich, okay. Sure, I wasn't. That was my brain doing that. All right. Regarding the Archlich, I think we need to. I've already prepared our departure on the floor. I guess Torger, Vonkar, if you had any last things with the people here, or can we go?
I should tell them that my book's not quite ready, but I will give it back when I come back.
Okay, I'll have this ready for you.
And then he leans out the window next to his bed because he was still laying in bed.
Hey!
The window next door, which is the barbershop, opens up, and it's Glenn. Oh, hey!
Hey, I just wants to
You guys
say...
are like, they're almost like face to face with how close the buildings are together. Yeah!
I just wants to say to you and to everyone, I have not finished my book yet, but I was going to finish it soon.
Okay, if you're leaving, I have a gift for you.
Okay.
It's if you and your friends get hungry on the road.
He wants to pass it to me?
Yeah. And he hands you a burlap sack full of frozen rime crickets, like 20 of them.
Awesome.
And he hands you the jar DSG.
No, I couldn't possibly.
No, I have a backup. I ground this one up fresh today.
No, but I can't possibly take your flavor.
Okay.
Ours is a flavor that is eternal.
That's true.
They don't deserve it.
They don't.
I like them, but they gag sometimes when I talk about how delicious our flavor is.
It's, nothing like sucking on our skin sometimes.
You know, I even said it to Medeis, and he goes, oh, I saw him shudder.
That's
Like
they're a weird one.
Like he's a rhyme cricket who just got hit on the head. He shuddered like that.
Ugh.
He's a total weirdo.
Ugh. Awful. Well, we'll all look forward to reading your book when you come back.
Oh yeah, I just could give you a small taste.
Do it.
Sometimes your souls get sucked out after you fight.
That's good to know.
Shirts slow me down.
They slow everyone down.
Shirts are for fools and suckers.
True.
Oh, sometimes it rains sheeps.
Oh, interesting.
That's just a taste.
What's rain?
I forgot to even mention that.
And then he makes a little addendum, a footnote that explains what precipitation is.
Oh, well, I look forward to reading all of this.
I really hope Torger discovers the water cycle for the Duergar of Tivergafel.
I think he would have, but it's all explained in like Torger speak.
Yeah.
And sometimes some levels, and then clouds, they gets really mad, and then they works out hard because they wants to impress all the lady clouds. So then they sweats all over the earth, and then it comes down at you. Oh, it's when you got to work out, and then it fills puddles like it does, and then it gets turns into puddles that sometimes they wants to get away from the ground, so they try and escape.
This is all really worth knowing. Thank you so much.
Comprehensive. That's a word I've heard before. Yeah.
I never knew what clouds were before today. This is wonderful.
I still don't know really what they are. Okay, bye!
Good luck.
There's a backflip out of the thing, lands on the ground. hits the dummy. Okay, bye. Hugs it and then gets.
That is so awesome.
So awesome, but kind of sad.
I know my brand. I know my brand.
Little. All right, love you. Bye. Go to sleep.
Adorable, unwashed, murderous boxcar child.
Yeah. You all.
You guys have been playing
Finally, Torger makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yep. You all gather on the ground floor of Torger's home, and Medeis, you can finish the teleportation circle.
And the last little sigil.
So what happens now?
It flares.
All right, everybody go.
It's in the huts. Oh,
In. Go.
okay.
No thoughts. Just action.
Hopper thinks about it a little bit.
You see a rhyme cricket that snuck into the house also crawls into the portal.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
no.
well, we're
No,
limited
invasive
to.
species.
Is there? No, that's teleport. Never mind. We're not limited to the number of creatures. So I was like, our teleport's about to get fucked up because of a stupid cricket. It leaves one person behind.
Oh,
Like, took its seat on the.
It leaves Medeis behind.
oh.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh, good.
Medeis gets to stay in Duergar.
For an extra day.
Become like a sage, teaching them everything.
As you all step into the teleportation circle along with this cricket, Medeis, you feel like your spell is being manipulated and taken over, like the destination's being changed.
Oh, Headmaster is
And-
getting crazy with things.
Or is it because there's a cricket that hits you in the face and is like crawling all over your face?
Wait.
You all find yourselves in the headmaster's office. Stepping out of his teleportation circle, he stands behind his desk, deeply engrossed in a pile of notes, while Flitz hurriedly crams supplies and belongings into various bags and then teleports the bags away when he finishes. Headmaster looks up at you all. And hands you just a fuck ton of notes. Like old, ancient parchment that's nearly like disintegrating. So we discovered, looking to Medeis and then trying to like look at everybody as well, and then sees a cricket like crawling around.
Oh, tosses the head on the desk.
Oh,
And we did a lot more than just that. so-
Perfect. Well, yeah. And he teleports the head. He just snaps his fingers, and the head disappears. Looks like it like disappears up his sleeve. When Caven was the Archmage of Dol Shadar, he served alongside two associates. I'm sure you all discovered stuff when you were there. One, Flitz mentioned, was called Cassigan. Is that correct? Flitz nods. Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Now, there was a third associate, but their name isn't anywhere. There's just references to a third associate that went missing. After Caven murdered Cassigan, believing him to a threat to his pursuit of power, and yeah, you can see all this through his notes. These are like diary entries.
Yeah. Do you want his bones?
No.
I got him right here.
Nah, it's fine.
Come on.
No. After Caven murdered Cassigan, believing him a threat to his pursuit of power, Cassigan's soul transferred into his own sword. It seems Cassigan, like Caven, found a way to exist beyond death. The other associate, the nameless one, somehow knowing that this sword could kill Caven permanently, even in his archlich weird form, took the sword and vanished into his own bag of holding, never to be seen again. And he shows you a sketch in the notes, and it shows a long sword with an elegant black blade, embedded with dark gems in the pommel and hilt. The sword is labeled as the Sword of Cassigan, though the notes often refer to it as the Sword of Cass, a nickname used by those who knew Castigan personally. So that was there the whole time too. The sword is sentient, Castigan's soul trapped inside, but it's also a cursed weapon. The wielder must constantly feed it blood, or the sword will dominate their mind and control them. However, Flitz mentioned one of you is immune to curses.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
It's me.
So from what we've discovered, this weapon can kill Caven Idris permanently, even in his Archlich form. We don't know how, whether it's the vengeful soul inside or some type of unknown magic. All we know is that the sword was last seen with this unnamed third associate when he disappeared into his bag of holding. We need to figure out where that bag might be, and we believe it might be somewhere within Caven's city of Dol Shadar. Flitz mentioned that the city disappeared. You all told Flitz the city disappeared. He came to rescue you. And Flitz also mentioned overhearing you all occasionally talk about somebody living inside a bag of holding. He didn't share the details, but I'd like to know what you know.
You don't heard the story of the bag man?
No.
What?
It is a local Feywild legend that I grew up with. This is mostly sort of as a fairy tale, but if you can summon the bagman by speaking his name into a bag of holding 3 times. And he may pull you into his realm,
And
as he is always looking for a way out.
Does this line up with what I just told you? Man crawled into a bag of holding and disappeared, never to be seen again.
Oh, maybe.
The coincidences are not lost on me.
It could be worth looking into, I guess.
Grin takes off his bag. Or like he's in the middle of taking that guy's bones out and he's like,
Hildesvini's like, don't.
Put them back in.
Hildesvini's like, don't do it to me. I don't want no man crawling out of me.
I got the backpacker.
Well, do you want to do that here?
Yeah, more the merrier, right?
I see. You can see him and Flitz are like packing to leave somewhere. Sure. You have free reign of my office. We have to take care of something at one of the sister schools. But we just discovered this information, and Flitz said it was pertinent that I let you all know, because, again, you all talk about a man living in a bag occasionally to try to scare people, so... Yeah, that's where we are.
Okay. So we just need to say Bagman into here 3 times and then ask him about stuff. Give him my
It is.
interrogation.
If the bagman is real, and it's more likely that he will just pull you into his infinite realm of holding possibilities.
Okay, so everybody hold on to my legs.
Hopper, the legends say, some say if you speak too loudly over an open bag of holding, or whisper follow my voice into a storage space 3 times, he will come for you.
Grin's back is open.
Flitz is like, yeah, I have to go meet up with my friends. We're doing something. Sorry. And the headmaster's like, best of luck again. Free reign of my office. There's not much in here that's useful, but if a man does come out of the bag, he can be contained in here. Then he gestures to like a bunch of, like, he lifts up a carpet and you see like a bunch of sigils on the floor.
Oh. Grin's gonna close up the bag. His bag.
Anyways. Best of luck. Don't trash the school. Don't destroy the school summoning this bag man if he's, again, real.
We'll do our best, but there are no guarantees as to what may happen.
Alright. And the headmaster and Flitz teleport away.
They put way too much trust in us.
Well, there's nothing valuable left in the office. Everything's been taken and just crammed into bags. And...
Before we do this, I have a small request. I meant to bring it up with the headmaster, but he...
Oh, hold on! He reappears.
Oh.
I forgot something.
Oh, yes, perfect.
And he's fidgeting under his desk or something. What's up?
We're going to be obviously going into some crazy things. Is there any way that I can get a more effective weapon to use or something? Is there anything that I could have that is...
I have a shadow spike.
I don't know what that is.
It's a magical longsword. That's
Oh, well, that
does
will work.
does critical damage against objects.
Oh, perfect. And you can see the headmaster pulls this 12-pointed star-like artifact from the bottom of his desk. This is useful. And then teleports away again.
Okay, give me 1 moment. And it takes Shatter Spike.
Okay, I'm removing it from my inventory.
And you can add it to yours, Medeis.
Do. Oh, what's it called?
Shatter Spike.
Shatter spike.
All one word. Shatter Spike is one word.
Awesome. Okay. I will go ahead and it's been an hour so I can attune to it.
Remember when I said I got really excited with a way I thought it to tie up a loose thread?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Here we are. He's been referenced just so much.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, alright guys, so, does anybody else need to prepare anything before we try doing this thing?
And by the way, Justin, did you say that the headmaster, the whatever, did he say that there's something like a mechanism or something to trap the bagman in?
No, he just said there's
What was
sigils.
that?
He just said there's sigils on the floor, and he said try to keep it in here if you can.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hopper is going to, under the headmaster's desk, just use one of his Artificer, not infusion. What's the other word? It's where he can create a tiny
magical tinkering.
Or writing. Yeah, that one. And he's just gonna inscribe Hopper Thimblefoot was here under the headmaster's desk.
Okay.
Put
Just
your
to be a
whole
little
fucking
shit.
name. Just put your whole name and be easily tracked
Yeah.
down.
So Hopper does that. You're all standing in this large office. It's 3 floors, but you're on the ground floor. Everything's been removed except for the desk, and you may have possibly have a lead on how to stop the Archlich. And Grin is just holding his teddy bear bag of holding, his bear backpack bag of holding.
Alright guys.
Justin.
Yeah.
Because the day passed, I got a charge back on the Rod of Resurrection, so I'm back at full.
Yep.
And my Staff of Frost is also full.
Cool. Yeah, if you guys have anything that recharges at a dawn, it would be recharged by now.
Alright, I got a potion of healing. I got 2 nets. I got this key that Papa gave me that I never used. I got,
Where did Professor O'Keir go?
You guys left him at the Eidolon's Labyrinth library in the City of Embers.
Cool, I'm gonna remove him from my inventory.
And he has no means of contacting or communicating with you all, so he's basically gone.
He's good, though. Yeah.
He's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any healing potions in the headmaster's office?
Oh, he took everything useful.
Oh, what a bitch.
Yeah, I guess during this period of time, Grin is going to, if you knew that it was going to be an hour, Grin's going to cast Aid at 3rd level on the 3 lowest hit point people. Who would that be? Probably Doe and Medeis.
I can give you numbers of everyone's max HP just right now. Just so we're not cherry picking who and who to figure things out. Doe's max HP is 120.
Oh. Whoa, never mind then.
What the fuck?
They must have rolled real well.
Yeah. Or they bumped their con, is what it looks like. Alright.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So, 120 for Doe. Hopper is at an even 100.
Okay.
Vonkar, 129. Torger, 114.
Okay.
Medeis, 91.
Okay.
And then whatever you're at.
All right, cool. So it's actually I have one of the lowest hit points on the team. That's cool. That's weird. All right, so I rolled a 2 on my hit point level up.
The Bard has the second highest. The Bard has the second highest.
Yeah.
Like 2 as well, so I feel your pain.
Cool. All right, so this aid is going to add 10 max hit points, so you can go in D&D Beyond, just have the max HP modifier, set that to 10, and you're good to go.
And who are you casting this on?
I'm casting it on Hopper, Medeis, and Grin.
Okay.
Grin.
I'm gonna hold off on bringing the Protector Cannon, just to see what happens. Now that I know it only lasts an hour for once, for free.
Guys? Do you think that we'll be sucked in, or can we pull this guy out? Because if we can pull him out with all these sigils and stuff, I can also make a magic circle. Which might help as well.
Ideally, we'd want it to come out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would need him to come out here, because if he doesn't come out here, it would probably be bad for me and my friend here, Hildsvini.
I think it is very likely that he will try to pull whoever is closest in with him. So perhaps you, Torger or Vonkar, you should be the ones closest to the bag of holding. Perhaps to pull him out into our middle.
Oh, we can't hear you, Vonkar. What'd you say, Vonkar? We couldn't hear you.
You muted, or your mic is not working?
No.
Then. Have you turned it off and on again?
Have you turned it off and on?
Or as we like to say in Tech Ops, have you power cycled it?
Ooh. Polite way to say it. And you don't want to be like, are you a dumbass?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What was that, Vonkar?
I'm pretty hard to move, but Torger can also just...
Yeah, I got the punching abilities.
No, I bet you can teleport.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
If you just
But
get
I'm
grabbed,
just
you
worried-
can just...
I'm just worried about my piggy friend. But yeah, he's got a good point. I could teleport anywhere.
Yeah, we do not want to have Hildsvini and the thing. We don't want to go to the astral plane today.
Or do we?
Hey, maybe that's where Dulshadar is.
Alright.
Alright, guys.
Your bag needs to go within the center of the circle here.
Okay. So should I do a magic circle as well, or actually maybe you can tell me.
Maybe you do it on the ceiling,
Medeis?
and then it can like aim down. Or something.
I was wondering. Can you tell me if this is a magic circle that was made?
There are like numerous magic circles etched on the floor of the.
A lot of
Headmaster's
overlapping
office.
things. It's going to contain. We'll be okay.
Okay.
Just place it within the center. And we can call out to it. No one has to really be relatively close.
Yeah, Vonkar, you do it.
All right.
So you have the teddy bear, the teddy bear backpack bag of holding,
Grin's gonna go invisible.
and the legends say you have to say "follow my voice" or speak loudly into it. And "follow my voice" would have to be the legend hopper knows. "Follow my voice" has to be said 3 times, or you just got to speak really loud into an open bag of holding.
Hey, you bagman!
Vonkar, as you're looking in the bag of holding, in the far distance, in the dark void down there, you just see 2 white eyes appear. Just in the far distance. Just looking at you.
Hello.
The eyes kind of shift a little bit, like whatever it is, its head's tilted sideways.
Hi.
The bag is weirdly like floats out of your grasp and kind of just hovers in space. And just a long, grayish, emaciated arm that ends in 5 hooked claws comes out of the bag.
Real quick, as it's slowly doing its creepy horror movie entrance, I want a bonus action to get big.
Sure, you get big. And you take... This is a small little office. It's 3 floors, but it is an office. So it's like...
Yeah, I'm like up to the ceiling. I don't get full big.
The arm then slowly slides back in to the bag of holding.
No.
The bag of holding drops to the floor.
I get small again.
The bag of holding drops to the floor. And you hear this loud ripping noise.
Oh dear.
And the bag of holding kind of just falls through the floor. And where it falls through the floor, there's like a tiny little pinprick black dot.
Back off.
And it begins to get a little bigger.
The bagman coming.
And a little bigger.
Oh.
As it gets bigger and bigger, you can see like the floor like falling into it. The desk.
Whoa.
The desk falls in.
Oh dear.
Torger, watch out. Hilda's Vini.
A hand rips out of Hilda's Vini and
Out of Hildesini's mouth?
yeah. And creates another like black hole space on the wall.
Can I grab the hand?
You can certainly try. You go to grab the
Okay.
hand and it's not tangible. It's not a physical fleshy material. You just right through it. And the entire floor is taken by this black void. And this pulling sensation pulls you all into the darkness of the floor. And as you're all falling through the floor, you see the floor repair itself and set. And you're falling through this liminal, dark void in between spaces. And as you're falling through this place, you can see distant openings to other extra-dimensional spaces everywhere. And you begin to fall and fall and fall. Those all disappear. And you all land amidst junk, rolling through trinkets of like cups and coins and just junk that's been stolen for like generations, piled into heaps. Beyond the heaps of junk is just darkness, nothing else. But you do have this, you fall into like these columns of trash and junk and belongings, old potions that are no longer useful, weapons that are no longer useful, a bunch of old, just like a hoarder's nest, but far beyond. And cut through the junk is a narrow, 2-foot wide path. And that's where we're going to go to break.
Oh my god.
We
This is
are become
awesome.
Bag Man, destroyer of bags.
Yeah. I love this idea. I love this idea of like a central hub for all bags of holding.
Yeah.
Like,
And he can move freely through any of them, which is why he was able to pop out of Hildisvini and do stuff too.
but it's like each opening is like just it's like it's like an ID for like what you can pull back out. So like it's interesting.
It's gross. It's scary. Now you're in the Bagman's domain, and we'll be back in 10 minutes or so after the break. So see you all back here very soon. So, you have all fallen into the Bagman's domain. The space between the spaces. The extra-dimensional space, you can say. So. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
You're just staring ahead at this narrow passage between these towering walls of just assorted trinkets and junk. You spot toys left abandoned, junk, cups, goblets, weapons, other strange assortments just collected over time. And all the numerous openings you could see in the sky or in the void. Can't see those now. But just the path ahead through these towering, this towering assortment of knickknacks. And some have been here for quite some time, it looks like. Now normally, if when you're pulled into a bag of holding or fall into the bag of holding or fall into a space like this, there is no oxygen and you suffocate. But you all can breathe here.
Guys? Do any of you guys have an idea of what's going on?
And no matter how quietly you talk, it echoes through this space. Almost like... yeah. A very delayed echo, too.
I think we're in the domain, and forced into this place, so I think we need to proceed with caution.
Occasionally a couple things fall from just the void above and land in these trinket piles and cascade down.
Right, let's move quickly as we can.
Yeah, and upon scrutiny of the piles, is
Yeah.
there any? Is there a chance that we find anything useful? By useful, I mean like, is there a chance that there's like a potion of healing?
There could be.
Yeah, is there a chance that we could find like monk wraps that would make my hands do extra fire damage? Or is there could find like
there's always a chance.
Ooh. So here's something I want to try out.
Okay.
There was something that I put in this teddy bear bag that I want right now. I'm gonna put my hand into the air and think of that strange blinding lantern that I put in here from that the spider people had.
Sure. You focus on it and you think. And as you think on it, this space seems to feel a little bit more claustrophobic for a moment. Like the walls of trinkets are closing in. I would like you to roll me percentile dice.
Ooh, okay. Percentile dice. Here we go.
Oh,
99.
99.
Jeez.
It's either real good or real bad.
Is you're all no one's moved yet. You're still getting a sense of where you are, what this place is. You don't know how you forgot, but that lantern's been at your feet this entire time. You don't know how you forgot where it was.
Oh, I was looking for you.
What's everyone's passive perception, please?
9.
11.
12.
Okay.
14.
19.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. Yeah, Grin, that lantern just was at your feet the entire time.
Oh, neat.
He's gonna try and figure out how it works.
It's just you just lift up the hood on it.
Yeah.
And it shines this blinding white light forward in a line.
Okay. Okay. Mechanically.
It's just a different kind of oil lantern.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. And he's just gonna.
Oh, let's try it out.
He's not gonna point it at anybody in the party, but just go.
It shines this beam of white light ahead. And the shadows of this place, the void of this place, almost seems to consume the light at the tail end. Like there's really nothing to cast shadows off of. It's just light and then nothingness. And the walls of trinkets seem to get a little less narrow for the moment.
What do you guys think? Lantern out?
Might be beneficial. I can't tell.
And then, sort of in the far distance, you can hear muffled talking, but like it's coming from above and behind. Very muffled. The voices just say, "Yeah, that was a good fight. Yeah, let's go to the tavern. We deserve a rest."
Yeah, you deserve a rest.
And then you hear another conversation off somewhere else. People talking about the weather.
We're hearing.
But it all sounds like it's coming from above, from where you fell.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
No response.
Cast again? Again? I might be combining Castigar and Cassigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely meant Cassigan.
Vonkar's incredibly curious about something after seeing what Grin did.
Okay. Now I will describe. I'll try to describe the light a little better too. A 2 foot, like it's kind of like a 2 to 3 foot wide passage through this, winding through these towering walls of just trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all you see is these walls of trinkets. There's like nothing else beside them. Like it's more void space. Like you could fall off of this, almost is what it feels like and looks like.
Vonkar wants to walk a little ways away from everybody else so he doesn't knock someone into the void.
Okay.
And then I don't know if this will work,
Okay.
but he's just he wants to try this little experiment.
Sure.
He wants to like wave a hand while thinking object made of metal.
Roll a d100.
Okay. Mostly I'm wondering if he can just like attract a wave of objects at once, or if he'll just end up with like a single thing appearing. 26.
26. Nothing comes to you in the moment.
Okay.
And it feels like where you're standing, the walls of trinkets get a little closer, a little more claustrophobic.
I don't want that.
Okay.
I'm going to also think about something as I'm like scanning over the trinkets, like looking, and just think something that will make me stronger.
Roll a D100. I need to pull out my notebook, because now I have to keep track of physical notes right now. But I don't have a pen.
25.
But I do have a
Think
pencil.
of pen.
But I do have a pencil. Okay.
If only bags of holding were real.
Right?
Fuck, that's my work bag.
Okay. Torger, you said 25, yeah?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Just gotta write down everyone's names. For no reason. Who am I forgetting? Doe. Okay. Torger, you think of something that'll make you strong. Nothing reaches out to you, and where you're standing, the walls of trinkets just get a little more claustrophobic around you. You're all still haven't really budged from where you fell. You're still like getting a sense of this space and where you are and what it is.
Medeis is gonna think. Spell book.
Roll a D100.
Oh goodness.
Eh, 48.
48. There's a brief semblance of you catching onto something before it slips out of your grasp. Like you,
Okay.
you locked onto something and then it was gone. And the walls around you, the trinkets, also get a little more narrow. And at this point, I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw. Vonkar and Torger have advantage.
And we're close enough to grant
Wait,
+5.
this is not advantage, sorry.
Okay.
Nope.
Everyone is within, everyone does get a +5.
Hopper, 7
Okay.
buddies.
Whoa! Everybody just ate shit on their rolls.
Oh no.
I did.
Except for me, and I guess Sam.
And also +5 to all those two.
Yeah, I got a 19.
Okay, cool.
10.
10.
Or-
Okay. Medeis, what'd you get?
12.
12. This place is weird. And
Weird.
it's like you're attempting to call upon something you don't fully understand. And for the briefest moment you feel like, well, you definitely don't belong here.
That's better than thinking you do belong here, right?
Yeah. Pick an item on your person.
Thank God.
Or I will pick for you.
Make back with all items. Alright, 12. A water skin.
Water skin. Okay. Grin, what'd you get?
I got a wisdom save of 29.
Okay. Hopper.
12.
Pick an item on your person, and if you are not quick enough, I will pick for you.
Sending stone. Oh, wait, no. Is that? That's not on me. Never mind. I
Nope.
just have that for the. Thieves' tools.
Doe, what'd you get?
Natural 1.
Amazing.
Pick two items, or I will choose for you.
Does soap and rations count, or does it have to be like other stuff?
You can pick soap and rations. We'll say all your rations.
That's valid. I will delete them.
Oh, don't delete
No,
them.
yeah.
Oh,
Not yet.
He's not asking
Okay.
any of that.
Okay.
Vonkar, what'd you get?
19.
Okay. Torger,
Muted.
And
10. Pick an item on your person.
hammer.
Hammer. Okay.
That's a terrible choice. Why'd I pick that one?
And then the feeling like you all don't belong kind of washes over you. Torger, you no longer have a hammer. Medeis, you no longer have your water skin.
And
Hopper, you no longer have your thieves' tools. And Doe, you no longer have soap and all of your rations.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So, Medeis, did you get a chance to read through those papers that you were given?
no. No, I did not.
Basically, what the headmaster said is basically what they were kind of.
Can I have a look at them?
Sure.
I think I have a spell that might help us, but I'm not sure how it'll work in this space.
We should begin walking, but not staying in this one spot. Can you do that? Can you cast in?
Yeah, here, hold my lantern for me. It's heavy.
It's bigger than he is.
It's not heavy.
Alright. And he's gonna look through those notes. And yeah, he's gonna try to familiarize himself with the story about the sword.
Okay, it's just that it was owned by somebody called Cassigan, and when he died, his soul went into it, and then the sword disappeared with this third associate. There's not much story about it, but
Okay.
there's theories as to why it was stolen and not left in Caven's possession, and that's where people theorize that the sword could kill Caven, and that's why the individual took it.
So, if we want to try this thing again, where we want to find an object in here, I might be able to help. I have a spell that I can cast that's called Locate Object.
Be convenient. It's limited by a certain range, correct?
Yes, but also, I would need to know, like, what it. I would need to be familiar with it, and I don't think I'm familiar enough with the item.
The
so it would end
parchment
up-
does have a picture of a drawing of the sword on it. It's a black blade, and then the hilt and pommel will have like black gems studded in it.
Oh, this helps.
He like turns a page over and it's like, oh, there's somewhere in the back.
Yeah, it says the weapon is cursed, and it is sentient, and it will dominate the wielder if they don't give it blood.
Do we want this?
Upon drawing it from the scabbard, and the notes say that it might be the only thing that can stop him permanently.
Yeah, Vonkar can resist the curse. So Vonkar, you'll be the. Once we find it, you'll be the wielder of this weapon, if you're comfortable with that.
Yeah, I don't, not that good at using, well, I'm pretty good at using swords, I guess, but, sure, I'll give it a try.
I can teach you if you need it.
I think I remember, it's just been a while.
No, just poke him.
You could say Vonkar is a little rusty, as like a jab at how he can turn into metal sometimes. Sorry, that was a poor
Worst.
Grin,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be like the same as just thinking about just
Doe just like throws their arms up, like jokingly, just
sort of cast, instead of just trying
Doe.
to use a spell down
Doe.
here?
Make a wisdom saving throw, DC 25.
Oh, dear.
So what if I physically cannot make that?
Good to know.
No, you could if
Yeah, you need to
unless
roll.
you have a negative. Because
A
I give you a
wisdom
plus
saving
5.
throw?
Yeah,
Oh,
you have a plus 5 to this.
If I have, okay.
Okay. You go to call upon the Sword of Cass in this place.
They weren't serious, but that's good. That's fair. That's
Everybody
fair.
else, you get a sense that if this thing is hidden in this domain, it wouldn't be so easily called upon. And before your eyes, looking at Doe, they seem to change a little bit.
Oh, that's
Again?
normal.
Oh,
That's
no.
normal.
Doe,
That's normal though.
Doe,
Oh, no.
Doe, you age 30 years.
Wait, I look different?
You age 30 years.
Okay.
No one knows the lifespan of a Mimicborn because you were in stasis.
Oh.
15 minutes. 15 minutes to live.
You age 30 years.
Oof.
How you doing, Doe? You kind of stopped. You kind of halted in your words.
Is it dinner time yet? I feel a little old all of a sudden.
Well, you got food, don't you?
And now, yeah, you're any of you who lost an item are unaware you lost your belongings.
Hey, could somebody see if I'm not putting my arms up. It hurts. Bones. Ugh. I want cheesecake now. Ugh. Maybe a nice nap.
Or if you just, you know, get some of your food out, I can make it taste like cheesecake.
It doesn't appear that I have any more rations, Grin.
You all got your rations? Jeez.
I didn't eat them all. I seem to have lost them.
Oh.
Huh.
Proceed. Just kind of standing here now. I think we need to move.
Yeah, alright, yeah, let's move. Let's see if there's... Yeah.
Okie dokie. So you all proceed forward.
Yeah, Grin's just gonna, like, kind of, if Torger, if it's all right with Torger, Grin's gonna kind of go over to them and, like, sit on their shoulder. Sit on Torger's shoulder, if that's all right. Caleb. Grin was gonna try sitting on Torger's shoulder, and he's gonna keep reading the papers. He's just staring at this sword to try and like get the details of this illustration and really soak in the stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he's reading on Torger's shoulder. Huh? I can't hear you.
Not a sword then on my shoulder, just a piece of paper and Grin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You all proceed forward through this narrow pathway through these towers of junk.
What if we just call out? Maybe we just need to communicate. You're like, hey.
What was your bag?
It is Papa. Hey. You were in my backpacker. You put us in here for a reason. Yeah? Maybe we can help? Maybe we can help each other?
A couple more trinkets just fall from the void and land in the piles.
Are the trinkets leading us in, like,
No, they're just
going
they're
towards
just
any
they're just
direction?
adding to the piles.
That's a child.
So, one thing we haven't tried yet, Torger is going to do the same, lift up and think about someone, something. Bring me the bag, man.
Roll percentile dice.
I just thought of something while you're rolling that would probably have hilarious results if I did it, but I think it would also possibly kill us.
Do it.
Do it.
Scared.
Do it.
Tarask?
Nope.
What'd you get, Torger?
7.
7. Pick an item on your person.
Okay. Torch.
Okay. The bagman does not answer your call. But
We
you
get absolutely stuck and we can't think of anything else. I have an idea that's just a real shot in the dark.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah?
I could also try to squeeze through that little gap in the wall.
You see a gap in the wall?
there is no walls or gaps.
Oh. Didn't you say there was something about like a 2-foot gap in the wall?
That's
Trail.
that's the path you're walking through. It's
Yeah.
it's cut through the
Oh.
junk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no
Gotcha.
walls.
Yeah.
It's just this.
We are walking through a hoarder's den.
Mm-hmm. But on the other side of the Hoarder's Den is a drop off into the void.
Yeah.
That is slowly revealed though because of the light, right? It like almost materializes from the light as we keep moving forward.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
Well, what if the bagman just doesn't know what we're saying to him?
Or like a different language?
Maybe.
Or maybe he only thinks the language of the Gatatui.
Vonkar, what was your crazy idea?
I'm afraid to say it out loud because I think that might trigger it.
You know, that's a good idea, Vonkar. I second that.
Medeis, did you got something for this, right? Or no? Never mind.
I think also
Well,
thinking.
I think it was. Well, I think what I was thinking of was something that our previous friend did.
Medeis has that spell too, but we were instructed that it was never cast because the Webmind could.
Right, could read
Odds.
minds. Yeah.
I mean, I could do that. It would take 10 minutes for me
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. No, but they'll do it, I don't know.
Monica, why don't you write it down? I'll grab a piece of parchment and a quill and.
Okay. I'll write. Vonkar will write down. Summon bag of holding.
Oh.
Hildisvini is on Torger's waist, but he is a bag of holding.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Wait. We have a bag of
Yeah.
holding inside a bag of
A
holding.
bag of
right
holding.
now.
Yeah.
I never said you guys went into the bag of holding. The bag of holding fell
Yeah,
through
no,
the
I-
floor.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
We're
you
in
have, and you haven't seen Grin's bag of holding since it fell through the void.
We're in a creepy place.
Where's my backpack?
Can make you another one, Grin.
Papa, were there any stories or tales of what this creature or entity enjoys,
I mean-
likes, looks for, is wanting?
it was mostly just to scare children from messing around with important magic items in the home. It really wasn't,
But every story,
every fairy tale, every myth, every legend has some truth to it.
Could I try to figure out?
The stories say he was stuck in this in-between place for so long that he turned into a monster, and if he never finds his true home, he drags people into the bag of holding and leaves behind trinkets and lost junk from his hoard. And
that he turned into a nondescript monster.
Some stories say he preys on people who he pulls into his bag. They're never seen again.
Well, maybe he's not a total monster. I mean, I think any of us would go a little off the magic circle, so to speak, if we were left alone in a bag of holding for years.
Oh yeah.
Can I cast see invisibility on myself?
If you want to.
For less than an hour.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Okay. As you cast see invisibility, all you see are countless stretching long gray arms, similar to the one you saw come out of the bag of holding, all reaching up into the void from down below. Hundreds of them. And
so that's how it works.
And yeah. And you get a sense that you're not, whenever you use a bag of holding, you're not actually calling it up by thought. You're calling an entity to deliver it to you.
Yay! That's awesome.
I'm gonna go up and try to interact with one of these arms. Are there any objects that I can see that are like near the base of one of these arms?
The arms are long enough where they can reach over to the piles and grab stuff at will, but they're not close enough to like touch or interact with. They're far away, but they're long enough where they can grab from the piles and lift them up.
Okay, I think seeing like an old, like someone's notebook on a pile near me, I'm just gonna summon that notebook and watch whatever arm tries to grab it and bring it to me.
One of the arms snakes down from above and grabs the notebook and then delivers it to you.
Merci beaucoup. And
it lingers there for a moment.
Perhaps I could ask you a favor.
Continues to linger there.
Would you be able to point the way to the bagman?
The hand, gnarled finger, points straight ahead the way you're going, and then back into the darkness. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week, as you all continue forward.
That's cool. That's
Welcome.
Spooky, but that's so cool.
Welcome to the Bagman's realm.
That's fun.
Welcome to the Bagman.
So yeah,
She's got all the trinkets.
This entire time, anyone in this setting has used a bag of holding. One of these hands has delivered the item up. So what happens if you kill? What happens if you kill the Bagman?
They don't
If
work
you kill the
anymore.
Bagman, you become the Bagman.
But
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
But that's where we'll end the session for the week. We'll be back next week for the continuation of this weird little place.
Awesome.
So, good night, everybody.
This is such a fun idea.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.